So, this is Alpha's Only Club, and today, the topic I'm going to be talking about is girls testing you. They shit test you, and girls are always going to test you when you're in a relationship, in the beginning of relationships, and they just like testing you. I don't know why, but mostly because they like to see your strength, and if you are still, staying alpha and not getting complacent. Because once you start getting complacent, you start failing the shit test once you're in a relationship. And they also test in the beginning of the relationship just to see if you are worthy enough, right? So here's an example of a girl shit testing you. She'll tell you things like, oh, you're not my type, or "Oh, I would never have sex with you, or, I'm just going to come over but no sex, or things like that just to test you. Because most of the guys will literally believe them. The girls who say, "Oh, I don't have sex on the first date."
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Okay, right. So that's the mindset you have to have. You have to treat it as okay. Of course, we're going on a date, and of course, you're coming over to my house, and we're not gonna have sex. Of course, right? This is the best reply. Just be sarcastic and just agree with them, right? Of course, we're not, right? And just smile. Right? Because most guys, when a girl says, "Oh, you're not my type," or "You're too short for me," or this and that, they fail a test by literally believing what they say, and they don't take it playfully. They get all serious. That's the worst situation. And I actually was on the phone with one of the buddies. He's in the Marine Corps too, and he had a girl who he was talking to, and she was constantly shit testing him. So they were getting together. They were making out at his place, and same thing happened. She told him, I don't want to go too far, this and that. And then so he tries taking off his shirt, and she says, no, 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 I don't want to, I don't want to do this yet. And then he puts back on his shirt. So that was just a test. And I told him, bro, that was a test. He's like, really? I was like, yeah. She was testing to see if you were going to do it or not. And most of the guys are just going to listen to what she says, right? And the best thing to do is just be like, hey, oh, of course, this isn't happening. You continue to take off your shirt, right? That's just being playful and funny, right? And guess what? And then he tells me later in his story, like 20 minutes later, she's taking off his shirt. So he's getting confused. Well, she told me not to take off my shirt, but then, she ends up taking off my shirt. Right, because that's the reality of things. They say, what girls say and what they do are two different things. So that's why you're getting confused, because you're listening to what she says, but then you're also kind of looking at what she's doing, and you're like, well, those things don't add up, because this girl is saying like she wants to hang out with me, but then she doesn't hang out with me. I'm confused. That's why so many guys get confused by women, right? So this whole video is to help you guys not get confused by women, and the simple answer is, I'm not gonna hide it, look at her actions, not what she says. Super simple and easy. The reason why you're getting confused is because you're looking at what she says and not at her actions, or sometimes a little mix of both. You're like, her actions are saying the other thing, but then her words are saying the other thing as well, so I'm confused. Motherfucker, look at her actions. Her actions will tell you everything, right? A girl will tell you, I don't have sex with you, and then she's having sex with you. Not in the rapey way,
What did he say?
but like as in, other ways. Here's another example. It doesn't sound as rapey, okay? But a girl will say, "Yo, you're too short for me. You're not my type." And then if you play it off as, "Oh, okay, of course not," right? You end up getting with those girls. I've had girls who were like 5'10", 5'11", tell me the same shit. "Oh, you're too short for me. I would never get with you." Okay, of course. Your friends love my height. And then a few months down the road, I'm getting with these girls. A few weeks later, I'm getting with these girls. And it just shows, And also, here's another example. A girl will say one thing and then not actually mean it. So a girl will say, hey, I really want to hang out with you. I really love you and I really miss you. But then she's not making the time or effort to see you. Right? So it's a little, right? And then guys get confused saying, oh, but she says she loves me and she wants to do all these things for me. But motherfucker, is she with you right now? No, she's not. No, she's not. So that's the thing. That's the issue with guys. They look at what she says and they get confused by her actions, because their actions are saying the complete opposite thing. But always look at her actions. This is the number one thing. And the guy on the phone, I was telling him, hey, you gotta look at her actions. He's like, oh, you know what? That's true, because I always remember, like, whenever girls would tell me, like, things like they didn't want to have sex with me, this and that, like, I would just give up. I wouldn't try anymore, right? And that's the one thing most guys do because they're so fearful, right? And then you start realizing, oh, actually down the road, yeah, we started having sex. I was like, yeah, okay. So, girls will say one thing, but they don't actually mean it, right? Like, another example. Oh, I hate cocky assholes. I hate dicks. I hate it when my boyfriend doesn't text me.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
But they're still with that guy, aren't they? So it's pretty funny because, the girls don't even understand what they want, right? Because girls are indecisive. They don't even know what they want themselves. So if you're a simp, you're probably going to listen to that girl and you're probably going to think, oh, her boyfriend's not text her? I'm going to text her. I'm going to do the right thing because that's what she says she doesn't like. So I'm going to do what she likes. Do you end up getting with her? Nope. You end up getting turned into the gay best friend. So that's a perfect example, right? You looked at what she says and you're listening to what she says, but you're not looking at her actions, right? And she'll say things all the time like, oh, this guy's not texting me, oh, this and that. And, oh, I hate it when guys do this. So you're thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I shouldn't do what this guy is doing. But who's winning? Who is currently winning and who will be winning? That motherfucker right there. So, look at her actions, not what she says. That's super simple, and this works all the time. So here we got an actual DM from a guy. His name is Lucas, and he says, "What's up, man? Like your videos? Well, I had this thing with a girl. Didn't work because of my faults, I guess. A couple of days ago, I said to her that I still loved her a bit. Oh, got all emotional on your feelings. You see how that didn't work? She said, yeah, sure. With the girls you're posting on your story, stop messing with me. That was a test to see how weak you are. And this is what you responded with. I responded that I wasn't messing around, and she said that we barely even speak a day. So yeah, my feelings are gone, etc." Dude, this is the most easiest test. And when I was a simp, I failed these tests for sure because a girl would say, "Oh, you don't like me. Oh, no, 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 trust me, I like you, I like you, I like you." Wrong. That's the worst thing to say. That was a fucking test. You failed that test. So what you should have said was, be playful. You got too serious. You got playful. Even though she's being serious, be playful. Because you being serious and her being serious, it always ends up with you losing. You being playful and not giving a fuck does not matter what the outcome is, right? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. And guess what? Most of the time, the outcome is good. So what you should have said was something like, these girls are just friends. Or, if you get so bothered by these girls, why don't we all hang out together, right? And then something playful and something that shows you don't give a fuck, right? You don't give a fuck. You already confessed you love the girl. She doesn't give a fuck about that. Obviously, she doesn't give a fuck.
She belongs to the streets.
So stop being a little bitch, okay? And look at her actions, okay? So she's pretending to get all jealous about these girls in your story, even though she denied you. Motherfucker, she does not care. She's just testing you to see how attached you are and how clingy you are to her. Because now she gets the cake and she gets to eat it too. Damn. She gets to deny you and then she still gets to get your attention. Damn, that sucks. But that's what happens when you're a simp, right? And then he said, and you finally made me realize that she was a friend and she friend-zoned me. So I responded to her with, sorry, I don't really want to be your friend. I see you more romantically. Let me know when you change your mind. Good job. But, a little too late after you said you love her. Next day, she's complimenting me. The fuck? Like I said, girls love to test and play, dude. She knows she has you on the hook, okay? She knows she has you on the fucking hook. So now she gets to say whatever she wants to say and change it around and make things exciting. And she knows that you're just going to keep fucking falling for her tests. Because she knows you don't understand women. It's super fucking hilarious. And all she's doing is playing games with you. And the best way to react is not giving a fuck. So she says, she compliments you next day. Like, hey, thanks. That's it. That's all you have to do. You're getting confused, dude. Stop fucking caring. You care too much. You're like, oh my god. So she's getting mad about the other girls, but the next day she compliments me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at her actions, motherfucker. Okay? She's playing games with you. It's very simple. Stop giving a fuck. I don't snap her with her anymore since a couple days after what I said, and the next day she's commenting in the bus about my shirt. Dude, this is hilarious, bro. She's fucking shit testing you so hard. And I told him, bro, she's shit testing you. You need to start passing the fucking test. And he's like, yeah, you have some tips? Yeah, look at her fucking actions. Seriously, bro. You're overthinking everything because you're like, oh, well, she's saying she's getting all mad, but then she's complimenting me. Fuck, I don't know what to do. This is what happens when you don't understand women. You get confused by them. So, the number one thing to do if you don't want to get confused by women is to look at their actions, not what they say, because we like to build this little fantasy inside of our heads of what they say, and then when they do something different, we all get surprised. Like, dude, like, it's not that hard. Like, especially when it comes to a girl who's a thought, right? She'll tell you, oh, I'm loyal. Oh, I don't have any guy friends, or all these things. But then you look at her actions, and she has a bunch of dudes blowing up her phone.
She belongs to the streets.
Are you gonna listen to what she says, or you're gonna look at her actions? And the thing is, when you're all in your feelings and you're being such a simp, it's hard to look at her actions. It's hard to look at the reality of things. But that's the hard truth. You can ignore reality, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. And the reality is, she's fucking shit testing you, and that's it. So, super simple. Look at her actions, not what she says. And I say this all the time, guys, because they get confused. And you're in a bad situation. There's better situations that you could be in where you could look at her actions, not what she says. And I have an example, perfect example. I was texting a girl the other day from Tinder, and she was like, hey, you're cute. And I was like, oh, what's your number? Right? And, and this is what she said. Oh, I don't really like giving out my Instagram. I don't really like giving out my number. Here's my Instagram. I said, okay, well, here's my number. Let me know if you change your mind. 30 minutes later, she ends up texting me. That was a shit test. That was a test to see if I was going to be submissive and fucking, okay, you don't like giving out your number? Okay, I'll follow you on Instagram. No, motherfucker. Tables turned, okay? Now she's texting me. Win-win, alright? So, the thing is, you guys have to look at the girl's actions, not what she says. No matter what. No matter what. Good, bad, does not matter, okay? Look at her actions, okay? Even if what she says hurts your feelings or make you feel really good, always look at her actions. Because her actions will say otherwise. And that's how it is. So, a lot of guys get confused because they don't understand women. And this is how you understand women, right? Look at her actions. Stop getting all emotional and listening to what she says and creating all these fantasies inside your head, right? So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe and drop a comment saying how fucking awesome this video was, because it helps out the algorithm and it will be shown to other guys just like you having the same issue, and donate to the podcast. Also, website coming up soon where I'll be selling merch. And if you guys want merch, alpha merch, you guys can just DM me on Instagram. And the Google seminar will be on Tuesday, 6 p.m. every week. So if you guys want the link to that Google Meet seminar where you guys could talk to me on this big screen right here, and you guys can ask me fuck ton of questions. Also, we have some feminists wanting to debate with me too. So that's pretty awesome. So I think that one of their debates was daddy issues is not real.
Stop the cap.
So, all you guys are gonna love this one, right? And this is live too, so it's gonna be pretty fucking awesome. Hope you guys enjoy this video. My brain went fucking blank.